Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 5th annual USA 500, live at the Darlington Raceway in Darlington, South Carolina. As it's about time we bring the throwbacks here to this track, so the lady in black gets a treat here tonight on the 4th of July, as one car field ready to duke it out here at the Darlington Raceway to declare the 5th annual USA 500 champion. As we see in the infield, we got a couple special guests, as it's the driver lineup for this year's YouTube 500, as you'll see some of your favorite YouTubers here. But that 22 of Copperhead Cup Series, his car's actually in the race for Joey Logano. But for right now, let's take a look at your drivers to watch for today's race. Starting on the pole is Jimmie Johnson. This will be his final USA 500 run, and he said earlier, it's about time we get a win here. Let's go out with a bang. Starting in third is Joey Logano in the number 22. He wrecked last year, so he's looking for redemption here after he had won it in the 3rd annual USA 500. He's looking to make it 2. And starting 4th and 5th, 2 prospects, John Breeden and Matt DiBenedetto. They're looking for a breakout race here tonight. Let's see if they can get it done. And starting 7th, last year's winner, Kyle Busch. He said the curse is over. It's time to start a new streak in winning all these races. Well, pre-race is about to be wrapped up, but let's take it down once again to the one and only Kevin James.
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops, God bless America, and gentlemen, start your engine!
As the cars fire up and they roll off a pit road, it's time to look at your Breeden animation starting grid for today's race. On the pole, it's Jimmie Johnson. It looks like Kurt Busch. In row number 2 is Joey Logano, the 3rd USA 500 winner, and John Breeden. Row 3 sits Matt DiBenedetto and Cole Custer. Row 4 is last year's winner, Kyle Busch and Kevin Harvick. Row 5 seats Nicholas Breeden and Martin Truex Jr. Row 6 is Austin Dillon and Chase Elliott. Row 7 is Clint Boyer making his final run and Ryan Blaney. Row 8 is Alex Bowman and Ryan Newman. Row number 9 seats the first ever winner, Denny Hamlin and William Byron. Row 10 is Chris Buescher and Kyle Larson. And in the final row is the 20 of Christopher Bell. So here's the race info for tonight's event. It is 12 laps, the most laps we've had in this race. 21 cars, the first ever time we'll have mandatory pit stops in this race, and the 48 of Jimmie Johnson is on the pole. So without further ado, the 5th annual USA 500 is underway. We are green in Darlington. Out of turn number 2 they go. Looks like Johnson trying to clear Kurt Busch, and it looks like he does. Heading into turns number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, Johnson's going to lead the first lap of the USA 500. Back into 1 and 2 as we get a flyby of the field, as cars trying to jock for position here, as we're going to go on board with Jimmie Johnson as he heads into turn number 3. Looks like he's going to get a little bit of a lead here, and he's starting to grow his lead as he leads lap number 2. Flyby of the field, but it looks like I'm getting word that that the 18 is having problems. Dale, you're down there. What's happening? Yeah, it seems like Kyle Busch, he said there's a large vibration on the left front tire. He's going to bring it down into the pitch. Oh, looks like the left front tire smoking. Oh, and there goes the tire. Oh, my goodness, but I'm getting radio of Kyle Busch. This is what he's saying. Very unfortunate for Kyle Busch. He's going to go lap down, but he's going to get out of the pits right now as Johnson leads. Looks like Kyle Busch going to come out. Oh, my goodness gracious. And he hits Joey Logano and Cole Custer. Logano's upside down once again in the USA 500. Caution is out on lap 5 of 12. What the heck was Kyle Busch thinking? Take a look at the replay here. It looked like he may have gotten loose on the bottom of that track. That's what Darlington does to you. That might be the case. You'll see in your bottom left-hand corner. As let's take a look here. Yeah, it looks like he just couldn't get a grip on that bottom. Yeah, there it is. And just sends Logano upside down. Last year, Logano was upside down, and it looks like this year it's no different. And look at that, Matt DiBenedetto just barely squeezing by. Very impressive and very lucky for DiBenedetto. But for Joey Logano and Cole Custer, it's a very unfortunate day for those two. Here on lap number 5 of this race. Their safety crew looks like Logano and Custer are both all right, but both of them are done for the day. as Cole Custer and Joe Logano will be brought to the garage, as Johnson still leads this USA 500. Like I said, unfortunate for them, but we'll be right back after this tiny little break for the first ever mandatory pit stops in the USA 500. Welcome back to Darlington Raceway, as it's time for the mandatory pit stops. And let's go down with Dale. Dale? Well, it seemed like the 21 of Matt DiBenedetto. He said the car is running fine, don't change anything to it, 4 tires and fuel. And then we had the number 39, John Breeden. He said the car's a little bit tight in the corners. They're going to make a slight wedge adjustment, but 2 tires and fuel for that 39 team. But let me tell you right now, Kyle Busch is not happy in that car. Now he has to come down to pit road to repair it once again. But let's take a look at the leader here, Jimmy Johnson. He said the car's running fine, just 4 tires and fuel for that 48 low Chevrolet. All right, let's see who gets the run off of pit road. Oh, looks like Kurt Busch is going to get the run off pit road. Johnson gets second, DiBenedetto third, John Breeden fourth, and Nicholas Breeden fifth. And before we get back to green, let's take a look at one more instant replay of this wreck. As you can see, yeah, Kyle Busch had nowhere to go. Cole Custer was just in a pinch there. Very unfortunate for Cole Custer. If he was nowhere near Logano, he probably could have gotten out of it. And Logano probably wouldn't have went upside down if Cole Custer was there. And also very lucky, like I said, for Matt DiBenedetto, just barely squeezed by there. And Kyle Busch scraping the left side of the wall. Very unfortunate for them, but we're going to restart on lap number 7 of 12. 6 laps to go after this tiny little break for the 5th annual USA 500. Welcome back to Darlington, as it's 6 laps to go. Kurt Busch leads. Out of turn number 2, Kurt Busch having some problems trying to clear the 48 of Jimmy Johnson. We get a tiny little flyby. Into 3 and 4, Kurt Busch still not clear that number 48 as we go to 5 laps to go. Flyby in the field once again. We're going to go on board with the number 21 and Matt DiBenedetto as he clears John Breeden for the 3rd place spot. But Kurt Busch still having problems to try and clear that number 48 as we're about to go to 4 laps to go. But this time he finally clears him. But Jimmy Johnson this time going to try and go on the inside here. And he's going to go alongside the one of Kurt Busch down the backstretch. Neither man giving the edge here as they head back into 3 and 4. Johnson going to try and take the lead here. Nose to nose, but it looks like Kurt Busch is going to lead this lap and still nose to tail here as they get a little bit of a fly by the field. Matt DiBenedetto trying to chase down the 2 leaders. Both of them still not clear yet as we're going to go on board with Kurt Busch heading out of turn number 4 with 2 laps to go. Who's going to get the edge here? Oh, Johnson gets into Busch, but Busch gets into Johnson. Johnson's loose there, beating and banging off of one another, and both men into the wall. But Matt DiBenedetto's going to slide by, and John Breeden's going to slide by for second. 1 lap to go. DiBenedetto is far away from the pack, far away from second. What a lucky turn of events for the 21 team. John Breeden's not going to be able to get there as they get out turn number 4. Matt DiBenedetto is going to win the 5th annual USA 500. What a finish to end this race. Let's take a look at a replay to see what happened. See, Johnson looks like he may have slid up, and look, he got loose and got into the one. I guess the one took that wrong, and they started beating and banging off of one another. And this last hit right here sent both men into the wall. Johnson on the inside, Busch on the outside, and Matt DiBenedetto, with luck once again, squeezed right by those two. Oh, looks like we got confrontation down on the pits. But no matter that now, tough luck for them. Matt DiBenedetto gets to burn it down in front of the American flag. And Matt DiBenedetto is the 5th annual USA 500 winner. As we're going to take a look at your finishing results for tonight's race. John Breeden ended up in second, and Kurt Busch and Jimmy Johnson, the 2 men that were fighting for the lead, ended up finishing 3rd and 4th. As we took a look at 11th through 21st, Clint Boyer making his final run, finishes 11th. The first ever winner, Denny Hamlin, finishing 15th. Kyle Busch finishing in 16th. And Logano and Cole Custer both got DNFs. The only 2 to get DNFs. Tough luck for them. They'll have to come back next year for our 6th annual USA 500. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to this year's race. Happy 4th of July. Stay safe out there. And I'm Breeden from the Breeden Animation. And I will see you later.